It's time for more Miraculous. Hello there, it's me, Gale, and this is my buddy Nagito, and today we're watching Mr. Pigeon 72, which is not actually a Miraculous episode. It actually is a noir film about a man and some pigeons in France in the year 1972. I wish that would be a fantastic movie. Everyone would see it, everyone would love it. Great movie. So this is an episode about Mr. Pigeon being akumatized for the 72nd time. I hold no opinions about Mr. Pigeon. He is fine, he's a joke character, and he's going to be akumatized for the 72nd time. Also, Alia knows that Marinette's ladybug, so probably that's going to come up in the episode, but it probably won't be nearly as important as Mr. Pigeon's 72nd akumatization. So let's get to it! So I counted, and there were definitely more than 72 pigeons in this episode. So the episode kind of starts off strangely for me because they left on the big cliffhanger that Alia now knows, and they jump into just Alia okay, she knows, she's totally cool with everything, which, yeah, I get it, but I kind of wanted more of a little bit of some sort of conversation, like, you're a ladybug, and like, yeah, and like putting the pieces together and being like, that's why this, and she's like, Marinette's like, yeah, that's why I've been like kind of a ditz lately, and my social studies history book, and all this other stuff, and every time I had to go to the bathroom, and all that kind of stuff. That's why, because I was ladybug this entire time! I was kind of hoping for something like that, and it did not give me that, and that makes me sad, because I feel like it was like we lost a catharsis moment. Like, we waited so long for someone to figure out Marinette is ladybug, or for her to divulge the information, and we get no payoff for it. Alia's just cool with it, and she's just like, I'm here for you, bro. Which is like solid. She's a great friend. Solid human being. But that's just not very... It's just not very entertaining to watch someone just be a solid friend immediately. We want to watch a little bit of the drama, a little bit of like, you were ladybug the entire time, and I ran a lady blog, and I didn't know it. How the frick did I not know? All that kind of fun stuff. I don't know. There's just so many ways that conversation could happen, and they went with not having the conversation at all, which was kind of the worst option. The premise of the episode is that Marinette's helping Kagami, or she is helping Kagami try to get back together with Adrian, because Marinette's like, oh, they're perfect for each other, great. Again, Marinette's kind of a crappy friend in this one. I think lots of us have noticed that Marinette has some more selfish, self-centered tendencies, and this is kind of an example of that. The entire episode, she is more focused on how she would feel about Adrian and trying to push her feelings for those two being together, and like, I don't know, my interpretation is that they're going for Marinette is filling the void, the pain of not being able to be with Adrian with positive emotions of this other relationship so that she can feel really good about it. Like, hey, I didn't get Adrian, but that's fine because really I wanted this pairing to happen all along, you know? Kind of the same way the Lucanette people will have to soothe themselves now that Lucanette is no longer possible. But so yeah, it was fine. She was a bit selfish, but it was kind of funny in a funny way. And Kagami was kind of she was being a good sport about it, being like, Marinette, this is stupid. This is just dumb. Like, she wasn't heartbroken or hurt or anything, but she was just kind of like, Marinette is my outrageously weird friend, and I'm just gonna deal with it for right now. And yeah, I could feel that. I could feel that in my soul, just, oh, how cringy and weird Marinette would be as a friend, and how you just would have to just suck it up and deal with it, because Marinette does her own thing sometimes. The Mr. Pigeon being akumatized for the 72nd time wasn't that interesting. It all happened pretty obviously, traditional evil producer dude was being his dick self, Poor Adrian was trying to be like, nah, it's my fault, it's okay. And he was just like, nah, it's this Pigeon's fault. Pigeon's the one who ruined everything. That girl bumped into you on the pool because of this Pigeon. He is the bane. He is the son of the devil. This Pigeon is him reborn. So yeah, it was kind of an obvious setup. It was interesting that Marinette had to like stay in a room and had to like have this whole plan go off, and then have the Akuma's object brought to her via plague. That was an interesting new way to solve a fighting problem, but I mean, it was kind of to watch. I mean, there's no tension obviously because it's all an illusion and all that kind of stuff, but it gives us some new insight to like Rena Rouge's powers and how they work and all that kind of problem solving stuff. Typical fight sequence. Nothing to write home about. And then at the end, she gets new powers because Alia just tells her, you're a freaking creation, why don't you just invent new powers? So she invents new powers. It really is a delight to watch as the writers just make stuff up and just say now it's a thing now. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, and Ladybug's got a new outfit. It is definitely an upgrade over the old one. I hope it stays. I don't know if it's gonna stay for the next episodes or if she's gonna revert back to like her previous outfit, but this new outfit is 100,000 times better. It has some personality at least. Her new power is to prevent the animators from reusing assets, which is a fantastic power because it really sucked, and I kind of felt at the beginning they go through a joke where it's like, Shadow Moth seems to be reusing villains a lot more recently. And I just felt that was like a writer joke being like, yeah, we've kind of been overusing the same assets thing, like, we've been kind of lazy, guys, so we're gonna prevent ourselves from using the same villains every time by inventing a new power-up charm that will prevent us from doing it in canon. So that was just, I don't know, I felt that was kind of like a writer joke to be like, yeah, we've kind of been milking them a little bit. One of the last things I'll say about Mr. Pigeon 72 is that they do bring back the umbrella scene, and it's actually pretty cute. It doesn't go as far as I want it to go, and it seems kind of a waste to use it there. I don't know if it has any meaning other than maybe for the rest of the episode she's gonna go back to her like crush on Adrian, but like maybe just become friends, or I don't know what the plan is. But it seems oddly placed that in this random episode they have that emotional scene repeat again. Like it was just so important to like her origin story, their origin of their love, to have it be randomly in here and to have Adrian not be able to capitalize on it because of Chinese lessons or whatever, just seems kind of like a waste. And I hope that they reuse it like a third time, and maybe this time it's like the crux where they're like together and it's like a callback. But yeah, it was just like, it was cute to see, and I was, I'm not angry that it's there, but it did seem kind of a little bit of a waste. So, yeah, that's my take on Mr. Pigeon 72. Decent episode, but I kind of wanted it to give more than it was willing to give. So yeah, on to the next episode. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Hi there, it's the end of the video, my friend. Hit the bell if it was okay. I'm sure I'll make good content someday. I'll play some games or do some drawing, Pokemon and fights with darling, video essays and reviews. I couldn't do it without you, so thanks, like and subscribe.